Alright guys, Tom here and welcome to a new video, and today I'm doing a review of Manchester United versus Liverpool for the 1st of September 2013, which started at 1 o'clock, half one actually, and the referee was Mariner, and the referee had a shitty game. He was literally blown for every single time we touched a Liverpool player. He dished out literally ridiculous amounts of cards. I think he gave us 4 cards in the space of like 10 to 20 minutes in the first half. He was giving a foul every single time we touched a Liverpool player. It was getting absolutely ridiculous. He slowed the game down. He made a shitty game. And he just took the wind out of our sails. Every time he was blowing. And we got a penalty shout. He waved that away. He was giving ridiculous free kicks every time. And every time we did a foul, the Liverpool players were swarming around the referee, telling him, oh, give him a card, giving a card. The Liverpool players, the referee was shit. The Liverpool players were giving that all the game. And the fans and everything just made for a terrible, terrible game for us. We've made so many mistakes. The crowd are making so many mistakes, the Liverpool fans. I know they're loud and they're just fucking annoying, but they just kept having to go at the ref and everything like that. He was such a homer ref. He was just, every time Liverpool did something or were penalised or fouled or something like that, he was just giving a nitty gritty free kick to them every single time. He was just blowing. Every time the crowd were going, oh, that was a foul, he just kept giving it, slowing the game down. And at the end, it just Liverpool won. I mean, they got an easy goal in the first half for Daniel Sturridge in the 4th minute. Ashley Young, who I personally thought was our best player of the game, gave the ball away to Sturridge. He had a shot and it got saved by David De Gea, and that went out for a corner in the 4th minute, swung in from the corner, and pretty much it was Ashley Young's fault because they gave them the corner in the first place. Swung in, came off Aga's head, and then Daniel Sturridge managed to get a nick on and get it in the back of the net. There were 2 defenders, Evra and Vidic. They still couldn't get it out of the net, and it went in, and Liverpool were 1 up in the first 4 minutes. And pretty much they didn't even deserve to win this game. It was pretty much even. The only thing that was different between them and us was the referee giving bullshit fouls every single minute, slowing the game down. But Liverpool, pretty much after that, took kind of control for like the first half. I mean, for the first 4 minutes, we were complete control, and as soon as they got the goal, they were in control of the game for the first half. The second half, it was pretty much us the whole game. I mean, we had a talk and we just went out there. The first half, we hardly even had a shot, and then the second half, we had a lot more shots, and we really brought the game to Liverpool after the first half, and they honestly did not deserve to win. That's my point here. Looking at the score, it looks like Liverpool had a comfortable victory, but they honestly didn't. The first half, they played well for 30 minutes-ish, but after the second half began, we were pretty much piling on the pressure, and they were out of it for pretty much 45 minutes of the game. Now, if I was going to talk about the team, they played Mignolet, Johnson, Skrtel, Aga, Jose Enrique, Gerrard, Lucas, Henderson, Aspas, Coutinho, and Sturridge in a 4-2-3-1 formation, and us, United, played a 4-4-2 formation. I personally thought we relied way too much on the wings of Giggs and Young. Young, personally, I thought he was our man of the match. De Gea, he only had to make about 3 saves throughout the game, but when he did actually have to make them saves, he did pretty much okay. I mean, he didn't really make any mistakes. I mean, the only mistakes he had to do was kick the ball out after Vidic or Ferdinand gave him a dodgy ball back, which made him look bad, put him on the back foot and had to kick it out for a throw-in. That was mainly Ferdinand and Vidic's fault. Jones, I don't think he played great at all. I think he was out of position quite a lot of the match. For Ferdinand and Vidic, I always slate these guys. I slated them in the last review, but personally I thought Ferdinand played slightly better than Vidic today. Vidic was all over the place. Pretty much Ferdinand and Vidic were all over the place in this game. I'm not even going to lie here. They were pretty poor. They were probably the reason why we lost. I mean, they were really poor. They were leaving huge gaps. Vidic was playing balls back to De Gea when he wasn't even looking behind him. Ferdinand rised up quite a lot to get a header in, but they were just sloppy. And they were the reason why we let the first goal in, and the reason why we were just on the back foot the whole of the game. Evra, he played actually okay. I mean, he was quite offensive in this game. He was getting up in the field. I thought he was okay. I did think he played okay. Giggs, he just looked really poor. He was slow. He played 1 or 2 really poor balls. I mean, he just didn't really play that well. He went off in the second half. He just was mediocre. Carrick, he was lucky to stay on the field. He got himself a yellow card. He's in my fantasy team, but personally, he was okay. He did not play one of his best games. Cleverly was quite aggressive. He played well. He did his bit for the team, and I mean, he was one of the reasons why we were okay in midfield. It was definitely certain we were missing Wayne Rooney, somebody in that midfield to make sure that we weren't relying too much on the wings. There was definitely something missing in the midfield, but cleverly, I thought he played okay. Ashley Young, getting a start for the first time this season, played pretty well. He actually got a few balls in the area. I think he played 3 or 4 good, decent balls into the area for Welbeck and Van Persie. With Welbeck and Van Persie, they played at quite a lot of position. There was never any time there was a ball in the area, there was never Welbeck or Van Persie in the box. It was either one or the other. They were never piling in the box. I thought Van Persie was ridiculously quiet. Welbeck had a few decent chances, decent shots. He ran at them, but Van Persie was very, very poor. My man of the match would be Ashley Young because he actually put a few balls in, created a few chances. The only chances were from their wing, and it was from Ashley Young. There was no chances created from the middle. That's why we missed Wayne Rooney or a Kagawa, who wasn't even on the bench today. Even an Anderson maybe we could have done. But when Nani came on, he created a few direct chances. Hernandez, he was making some decent runs when he did come on. Valencia, he came on in right back when Jones got injured. I personally thought Jones did not play a very good game at all. I thought Valencia was okay. He brought a bit more aggression to the team, a bit more going forward, but at the end of the day, we need a proper right back. I always find Jones is always out of position. Apart from that, it was a really poor game. We played very, very sloppy. Van Persie had a good chance in the 88th minute to score. I thought it was a certain goal, but I'm going to blame it on the referee. I thought he has an absolutely shitty game. Every time we got brought down, we didn't get a foul. We added a penalty shout, which I personally thought was a blatant penalty, a triple on Welbeck by their new guy who is called Aspas. I personally thought that was an obvious penalty, but he did not give the penalty. The referee had a shocker, and that really was our downfall. But also, our sloppiness was our downfall. David Moyes never won at Anfield, and yet again, carrying on that, never won at Anfield. The 4-4-2, did it work? At Anfield, no it didn't. We never play well at Anfield. We always play sloppy. So I'm just going to say it was a bad day at the office. But personally, I thought it was a bad performance. A 6 out of 10 performance for us today, guys. Ferdinand and Vidic had a howler. They were very, very sloppy. Either De Gea or Young were our best players. And yet again, Young did not play that well at all. He was the only one creating chances. Giggs was very disappointing. Carrick got himself a yellow card. Was lucky to stay on the field. Cleverly was okay, he was below par though. Everett didn't really do a lot. Jones out of position. Welbeck, he ran at Liverpool defence, but yet again a few of his shots were poor and didn't really trouble Mignolet at all. He's a class keeper anyway. Van Persie struggled to even get in the game. I can't remember him having a clear-cut chance, and we just struggled to get the ball in. But 6 out of 10 for us, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. A very poor performance from us today. I personally thought when Hernandez came on, he was one of our best players, and Nani and Valencia was some good substitutions. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video today, guys. Young, our best player, even though he played very poor. We missed Rooney. Thanks for watching. Take care. Spite your hair.